Hello YouTube, it's me John Avenger once again and welcome to another review of Did I Just See That Month. Granted, I did see this movie, but I saw it a long time ago in the theaters back in 2009. So this is a long time coming. I think I reviewed this on my old channel, but I don't know. This is a review of the 2009 American action comedy starring Kevin James as a titular character, Paul Blart. Yeah, the first one. The film was directed by Steve Carr and written by James and Nick Bakay, but it's not an Adam Sandler movie, so I can say that. It's a lot better than some of his later movies in the 2010s, like Grown Ups 2, Jack and Jill, and even That's My Boy. This is not as bad as those. The film tells the story of Blart, a single dad and a bumbling mall security guard who finds himself in the middle of a heist and the only one in position is to rescue hostages. It's basically Die Hard in a mall, but a lot lighter because it's PG. Paul Blart Mall Cop. I think this movie's decent. It's not as bad as people say it is. It's a lot funnier. There's some jokes that made me laugh. The My Little Kitty bandage, that's cute. The slide, or when he hits the glass, that's funny. I like the scene. What was the other scene that made me laugh? Oh yeah, when he's playing the guitar, he's playing a Kiss song. Which no, I'm not gonna play the song because I don't want to get a copyright infringement. It's Detroit Rock City. Detroit, Rock City, get up, everybody, move your feet, get down. And that song is amazing. I'm just going to sing it because I don't want to get a copyright. This came out in January in 2009. This was a decade before the pandemic happened in China. And it's still funny. It's 91 minutes, so it's not 2 hours long. Fuck comedies that think they need to be 2 hours. $26 million budget, so there's not a lot of CGI in it. It's mostly slapstick and a lot of movements, and at least Kevin James is dedicated. I think this movie is just as good as Here Comes the Boom, which is another underrated Kevin James movie. People say he can't act. Go see Monster House. He did motion capture for that. That's a good performance. He can act. Even the Hotel Transylvania movies, the first three. He's a good actor. I think he's the Frankenstein monster. Yeah. Yeah, because the Mummy was Keegan-Michael Key. This movie made $183 million on a budget of 26. That's almost Joker numbers. But, for a comedy. A PG comedy, not an R-rated comedy with a bunch of F-bombs. It was filmed in a Burlington Mall in Burlington, Massachusetts. And this was before the that incident in Colorado in 2012. Yeah, the film poorly received by critics. Who cares? Critics don't give a shit about these comedies. Comedies they rip apart like freaking paper. They do the same thing with the horror genre. Yet there's movies that they make like $1 million and are a dramatic piece and they call it a masterpiece. I don't get it. I think the film is fun. Paul Blart has some laughs. It does, but its plot is flimsy and lacking its sustained comic momentum. I disagree. It's a lot better than freaking the last Fast and the Furious movie. That was 2.5 hours I'll never get back. The cast in this is really stellar too. The supporting cast. Gemma Mays, adorable as Amy Anderson. She should do a Marvel movie. I would love that. You have Keir O'Donnell. He's is this the Irish guy? No, he's Australian. He was in American Sniper and Wedding Crashers. I think he's the asshole that tries to rape Vince Vaughn in his bed. Yeah, because that's hilarious. Taking advantage of someone's hilarious. You writers. Yeah, Bobby Cannavale. This is the first movie I saw him in before Ant-Man and the Ant-Man sequel. He's pretty decent. There is a twist at the end, but I'm not going to get to it. Adam Ferrara is the Sergeant Howard. You have Rainey Rodriguez as his daughter. You have Eric Avari. Is that the guy from? Oh yeah, the guy that guy's in a lot of stuff. He's the Indian dude that was in a Roland Emmerich movie. He was in Home Alone 4. Yeah, he was in The Mummy, I believe. Yeah. You have Shirley Knight. Is that that old actress? She passed away in 2020. Rest in peace. Alan Corvert. Some pretty good. Also, the Indian dude makes me laugh. I know he's British, but he's like, "Hey, Blarty," and I'm like, "Yeah, he's an Indian stereotype," but it made me laugh. I mean, I heard a lot of those accents this year with Miss Marvel and Mira and all that. Their accents are they're funny. Mostly either Pakistani or Hindi, their accents crack me up. And it's not horrible. This movie was just fun. If you have kids, it's worth watch. They can watch it. It's not violent. It does get dark in the third act because it's Black Friday, and this is when Black Friday meant something. Now you can get Black Friday deals online. But in 2009, Black Friday, the malls were crazy. I know. I have footage That's living proof that the malls are insanely freaking packed on Thanksgiving and Black Friday. When Thanksgiving, they used to open the malls, in the afternoon. Now they keep it closed because people should be spending time with their families. And they made a sequel. The sequel's not as good, but I don't think it's horrible. I think it has its moments, but the first one is better. And I think the cast tries really hard. It has its heart in the right place. I like the soundtrack. I think it's really good. Like I said, the villain is kind of weak, but there's like two villains in the movie, and they do that in every Marvel movie now. Now we can't have one villain. We have to have like several of them. One villain can carry a movie, guys. Look at the Batman from the Batman movie from '89. That was one villain, the Joker. His henchmen were just henchmen. They didn't have to have Joker and the Riddler and Two-Face in the same movie. That wouldn't happen till years later. But anyway, I do like Paul Blart Mall Cop. But that's my review on it. My short review on it. It's fun. It's aged a lot better than a lot of Adam Sandler's recent films. It's not his Netflix crap he's been shoveling out for years now. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care, and I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.